You know, every time you tap your card to buy a coffee, stream a movie, or jump on a video call, there's this massive, incredibly complex world of technology humming along right behind the scenes. And nope, it's not magic, and it's definitely not just one person in a dark server room. It's a huge team, specialists, strategists, leaders, all working together. So, okay, let's dive in and actually map out that world.
So, who are all these people, and how on earth do they all work together? Well, in this explainer, we're going to go on a journey. We're starting right at the top in the executive suite, and we're going to go all the way down to your very first entry-level job. Think of this as us building a complete map of a modern IT department, together.
Okay, first things first, let's look at the big picture. And I want you to see this as more than just a boring company org chart. No, this is a map of potential destinations for your career. Every single line here represents a path that you could take.
So here it is, our map. Right at the top, you've got the CEO, and reporting up to them are all the usual leaders, finance, marketing, and right at the heart of our journey, the Chief Information Officer, or CIO. The CIO is the one who orchestrates all the key tech teams below them. These are the teams that really make our digital world tick.
So let's meet these leaders at the top. Think of them as the guides on your journey, the people who are setting the direction for the entire company's technology strategy.
First up, the CIO, the Chief Information Officer. This person is the big picture strategist. And this role has changed so much, it's not just a technical manager anymore. Today's CIO is a real business leader, and their whole job is to make sure every single piece of technology lines up with the company's biggest goals. They're that crucial bridge between the tech world and the business world.
Next up, the CTO, or Chief Technology Officer. Now, at the CIO is the strategist, the CTO is the innovator. They're the ones constantly looking to the future, always asking, so, what's next? They're evaluating all the cutting-edge tools to give the organization that competitive edge.
And we absolutely cannot forget this CISO, the Chief Information Security Officer. This person is the company's digital guardian angel, basically. They're responsible for protecting all of the company's data and systems from every possible threat. I mean, it is such a critical job that this role reports directly to the CIO.
Okay, so that's the leadership. That's the view from 30,000 feet. But where might you fit on this map? Let's explore some of the key roles where you could actually start your own journey inside an information systems department.
Here are just a few of the paths you could take. So you got to ask yourself, what kind of problem solver are you? If you love working with people to figure out what they actually need, then a systems analyst role could be perfect for you. Or do you love to build things from scratch? Then you should definitely look into programming. Or maybe you're just fascinated by data. Well, you could become a database administrator, the official guardian of all that precious info. Or even a business intelligence analyst, the person who finds the hidden stories inside all those numbers.
And of course, let's talk about what these roles pay. The progression here is super clear. As you get more experience and you start climbing that ladder, say from an analyst to a manager, and then maybe one day to an executive like the CIO, the financial rewards grow a lot. It really shows you the tangible value of moving your career forward.
A huge part of a CIO's job is making really tough strategic calls. And one of the biggest is deciding whether to build a team for a task in-house or to hire a whole other company to do it. This is the absolutely critical question of outsourcing.
To put it simply, outsourcing just means paying another company to handle a service that you could do yourself but choose not to. And this could be anything, from running the customer support center to managing your entire server infrastructure.
But wow, it's a tricky decision with some really clear pros and cons. I mean, on the one hand, you can get access to world-class expertise and technology, and you often reduce your costs. But on the other hand, you risk losing direct control, and there can be some serious challenges with contracts and confidentiality. It's a total strategic balancing act.
All right, so we've seen the view from the top, but technology affects literally everyone in a company. So what's your role in all of this? Well, as a user, you have both rights and responsibilities. Let's just call them the rules of the road.
It's really a two-way street. Your company, they have an obligation to give you the right tools, a secure environment, and proper training. Those are your rights. But you have responsibilities too. You have to protect your passwords, use the equipment the right way, and follow company policy. See, it's a partnership designed to keep the systems running smoothly and securely for absolutely everyone.
And really, underpinning all of these rules is one simple principle: ethics. Using technology responsibly, respecting privacy, and protecting sensitive data, that's not just a suggestion. It's a core part of being a professional in any field today.
Whew!
We have covered a lot of ground, from the executive suite all the way down to your own desktop. So, let's bring it all together and see what our completed map actually looks like. We started with a totally blank map, and now, look at it. It's all filled in. We've met the leaders like the CIO, we've explored potential career paths, and we've even touched on the huge strategic decisions that shape a company's technology. You now have a really solid framework for how this all fits together.
Understanding this whole structure is such a critical first step. The paths are laid out, the potential destinations are clear. So really, the only question left is the one right there on the screen.